everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is It's About the Pasta, a Vanderpump Rules podcast. Season 4, episode 8. We are a quarter maybe of the way through. Hip hip hooray. We've made it this far.
I do not remember this season. I know the larger themes, but because I think I watched this when I was in college, it's not stored in my brain. So I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, this was definitely a good episode, I thought.
Yeah.
Especially because I like when there's a party and I don't have to take that much notes. Like I could just pay attention and be like, nothing big is happening. I can just watch them have fun, which I always love. But before we get into it, A&M Podcast Network. Check us out. We have this podcast. We have Summer is Fun, a Summer House podcast, and we have One Season Wonders, the show where Meredith and I watch a show that only has one season. The Summer House podcast will be getting some action to it with a live season soon. And so this
is a different time.
Oh, we'll just check them all out. Whatever. Why do I even try to explain
But
things?
I mean, I think Summer House could possibly be airing right now.
That's true. Just go check them all out. Be sure to rate, subscribe, review. We have no new reviews to read. Boo. Also, this hasn't aired, so it makes sense. But just give us that 5 stars. Also join our Facebook group, the same name as the podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Vanderpasta and join our Patreon, patreon.com/Vanderpasta. Let me tell you, you can get, for the small little price of $1 a month, you get access to all of our pre-shows where Meredith and I just talk about whatever we want in whatever attitude we want. And then you'll also get access to any episodes that we record early, such as this one. It is mid-September. You are listening to this. I don't even know fucking when.
It depends how long the season 9 of Vanderpump Rules was, and can we even finish this?
You could be listening to this.
So many factors.
They could be listening to this in a different mid-September, like a year later, mid-September. I'm going to go with a year. Enjoy 2022.
That's true. Honestly, it could be forever.
Enjoy 2022, all you people listening. And then for $2 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, you get access to our after show where Meredith and I talk about any spoilers that we have, any Bravo news, whatever we want to do, because we are doing these episodes spoiler free. And then we'll also say your name on the podcast. So thank you to Chris, Danae, Justin, Gina, Jackie, Mariah, Tracy, and Zoe. Woohoo! Our fave listeners. Did you hear that? All you people listening to this in 2022?
Step it up.
So then for $5 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, during our live shows, you get to ask us any question, or we'll ask you your thoughts on the episodes and we'll read them on the podcast. So by the time you're listening to this, there has been a new season of Vanderpump Rules that has premiered, and everyone gave us their thoughts on it that were for $5 a month patrons. And a Winter House season, we're assuming, has aired already, and they also gave us their thoughts. So could have been you, isn't, sucks, deal with it. And then also, we will pick a patron of the episode. So this episode, I'm going to give it to our favorite podcast dad, Dustin, mostly because we talked a lot of shit about men on the pre-show.
That's true. Yeah, this one especially. He needed this one.
It's all except Dustin and Chris.
I mean, Chris is another
one of our real dads.
What a shining parent all of our podcast parents are.
My literal parents. But Dustin, thank you so much for joining. We are so excited to hear all your thoughts on Summer House, because that's where you shine.
And Winter House, which we would have already had. So
I know. Oh yeah, we already had it. Well, we were excited to hear about it. Anyway, okay, let's do this thing.
This thing we call a podcast.
It's a thing. Okay,
OG baby.
Oh my God, this is the pasta. It's about the pasta. Okay, so previously on Vanderpump Rules, the girls are being really mean to Lala. James hooked up with Lauren, and that made Lala really mad, and now they're not speaking. Jax confronted James on confronting James about spitting on Kristen, even though he only spit at her door. Ariana's birthday is coming up, and Peter one-upped her by doing a boys trip to Vegas the day after her party. So we open up the episode at SUR. The team, or the teen homeless dinner is over. They did a great job. So afterward, Sheena goes to talk to Katie and is showing Katie this weird mail that she has to drop off for Lisa, to which I was like, is Lisa in the mob? But we got no idea what this was.
A typical, I feel like Lisa thing to do. This screams, I'm too rich to run an errand.
Yeah, but I was like, if we don't find out what's inside, why is she even fucking?
I thought she was gonna hold it up to the light, or do something to figure out what it was, but
nothing.
Nada.
No, instead Ariana joins Sheena and Katie and tells them about the boys' trip to Vegas, and Katie's like, it's not happening. And I get it. There's no boys' trip. We're all friends. We're all in serious relationships.
I agree.
Why don't we just go? I get it if Peter was single and he's like, I just want to bring the boys, but he's in a serious committed relationship. They all are for once in their lives. They can just go to Vegas together.
And you could have your trip and then do a boys moment and a girls moment.
Yeah, let me come to Vegas, man. Schwartz also ruined boy trips after he cheated on Katie. He
does not deserve that.
Lost the privilege. And Ariana knows that this trip reeks of Peter and Jax, because for once they're in committed relationships and they're freaking out. So they're ruining it with a boys trip.
Okay, I don't think Peter looks at it like that. I think that's not a Peter thing to do. I think he genuinely is excited to hang out with his guy friends for his birthday. But this seems like such a Jax thing to start the ball and to get Peter to roll it the rest of the way.
Because then we see Peter and Jax go talk to Lisa, not just Peter. And Peter asks for the time off to do the Vegas trip. And even Lisa is like, why are we going to Vegas for a boys trip? This is a bad idea. And she's literally like, Jax, remember when you impregnated someone in Vegas?
Oh my God, I can't imagine my boss knowing such intimate details about my major fuck ups in life.
I know. And then they're like, we're thinking Peter, Jax, Tom, and Shay. And Lisa's like, absolutely not. Shay is not going to Vegas. He is literally a recovering alcoholic.
Leave him out
addict.
of your shenanigans, please.
Yes. No.
He has a relationship he needs to focus on.
And Jax says, just because you're married doesn't mean you don't go to Vegas. And Lisa goes, yeah, it does. Yep. Yes. That is the exact definition
and of course, Jax, I'm never getting married.
Yeah, great.
Of course not. Jax, this isn't the reason you're not getting married. There are so many other bigger red flags.
We 1,000% know you're never getting married. But they get approved. They just have to be back by Saturday night. So I'm assuming they're just going Friday night, or Friday, which sounds like a waste of a Vegas trip, if you ask me.
I agree. At least go earlier during the week. You'd think that they would want to do stuff during the week, because the weekends they make the most money, and it's probably cheaper to go on trips during the week.
Probably.
It's the only benefit of having a weird work schedule.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like they only went for one day.
I agree.
Oh, whatever.
And they drove.
Yeah, I wonder how long that LA to
I'll look it up
Vegas.
So when we get there, we know.
Great. Okay, so James goes to talk to Lala at the hostess stand. It's super awkward. But then James wins Lala over by telling her about Ariana's birthday party that neither one of them were invited to. And James says he isn't even bothered, but he just can't stop talking about how unbothered he is. So he's slightly bothered. But Lala's a little bothered because she thought her and Ariana were kind of cool.
This is kind of sad.
Story. I know, you get left out. We've all been here. It hurt.
I know this hurt, but this is the best thing for James because this gives him an in with hanging out with Lala. So they're going to get drinks instead of be invited to this birthday party.
Yeah. And James is paying because he owes Lala. So boom, boom, girl wins. So now we're at Tom and Ariana's apartment. We're making goodie bags.
Love this.
They run through the guest list. I didn't write anything or too much down, but Kentucky's coming.
Yes.
That was a big part.
Faith is coming.
Yeah. Kristen and James are not invited.
No.
And Lala is also not invited. So those were my big points of, oh no, drama.
Yeah. It's basically the main crew.
We didn't get Kristen this whole episode.
Oh.
Holy shit. This was the best.
Peaceful.
I really liked this episode.
Me too.
I told you that before we recorded. I was like, this is a great episode. I figured out why. Okay, so Sandoval brings up Vegas again. And Ariana said she doesn't want to guilt trip him, but it would mean a lot for her if Tom would just stay back and be with her around her birthday. And Sandoval is just going to make Ariana's birthday party the best. So that when she goes to Vegas, she's not mad, which is like not good. Listen, Sandoval really angered me this episode. I found it funny how dumb he is, but I was like, don't do it.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. I understand him saying like boys' trips are a tradition. They do one every year. Okay, I'm on board with that. But I'm going to make this the best birthday. So as I'm walking out the door, she's like on such a high that she doesn't even notice.
She doesn't even know.
Why are boys so dumb? This is not how girls work.
No, honestly, if you make me super happy, I'm going to want to be around you more.
Yes.
You should make me angry.
Yes, you should piss me off.
Also, Ariana's not this girl. As far as we know, Ariana's like usually pretty cool with whatever.
Yes.
So to me, I was like, if she's really asking you not to go,
there's something else she's not saying.
There's a fucking reason. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Katie, I get it. She's going to say no because you fucking cheated. Like,
yes. Fucking because obviously. You don't deserve to go, other Tom.
Yeah.
But Tom Sandoval, like, I feel like he's more intuitive too. And like actually more emotional.
He is missing
I feel like he would get this. And it kind of shocks me. He's
missing the mark.
This seems like a Jax thing to do.
I know, he has no fucking idea. So Katie and Tom's apartment now, and Schwartz is talking about the guys' trip, but it's not a guys' trip. It's a celebration of Peter's birthday, and it just so happens to be in Vegas.
Honestly, I'm going to give it to Schwartz.
It was good.
I loved this spin. I really appreciate it because he is really trying to get to Vegas.
Yes. And Katie is not fucking having it. Schwartz shouldn't underestimate Katie. She's too smart. She's like, absolutely not.
Well, it's like, honestly, Schwartz is not that smart, but I appreciate the effort here right now to try and make it something else.
Yeah. He's literally begging. And she's like, you're not getting my blessing. I'm going to go now. Like,
you're not going.
The answer is no. I just love how both Ariana and Katie are like, you're not going. Like, I'm telling you, I don't want you to go. And both the boys are like, we do not respect that answer. We are going to go. They just don't know it yet. Like, they're both just going to leave.
Yeah. And they're just pretending like, okay, that was just a right now answer. Things are going to change once I make them so happy in the next 24 hours.
They're going to fucking we're all going to have sex and then we're going to leave and they're not even going to know we're gone for a day. Like, who fucking knew? Okay, so now it's Ariana's birthday. It's her friend Courtney's parents' house, which like this place looked lit. Courtney's parents, what do you do?
Well, we got this stuff in the episode last time and in the like preview on the tonight's episode. And I was wondering, where the hell do you get a backyard from if you want to do all these activities? And this makes sense now.
I literally wrote, who the fuck's house is this? And then I go, oh, Courtney's parents.
I tell all my friends to have their like birthday parties at my parents' house because it has so much like yard. It's great. And I don't have to leave. I have a place that I can just stumble, like a bed I can just stumble to. If I get
the rest of you figure it out. I'll stay here. I'm just kidding. So Peter's here. He immediately goes to Sandoval right in front of girlfriend Sarah and starts talking about his birthday because they're going to do a construction excursion.
Okay, this does sound so cool.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
Because when would you ever, I like stuff like this because when could you ever do anything like this?
I don't need to do anything like this in my life. If someone was like, I want you to come to Vegas and I'm already in, and then you're like, we're going to be like operating bulldozers, I'd be like, why?
I'm like, so cool. I would never be able to do that again in my life.
That makes me want to go to Vegas less.
Okay,
because
they're only going for 24 hours. This is not something I want to do in 24 hours, but they go like all the time. So what a cool thing.
No, I wasn't in it. And this is where Sandoval's like, hey, don't talk about your birthday too close to Ariana because I'm going to get her really drunk and happy and then I'll go.
Well, so also, he was like, let her have this day, which I agree. Like, Peter already basically spoiled her birthday ahead of time by being like, walking
I'm
to
gonna do
Sandoval
a
at that
cooler
party.
birthday.
Yeah, I'm doing a cool trip and you don't get to come. So she's like, what the fuck?
So then all the girls are inside getting ready. Well, there's like Sheena and Ariana are like doing costumes for this, but Katie's inside doing Sheena's hair. And also Sarah, Peter's girlfriend, Sarah's in there. And Katie, like a crazy person, is immediately like, Sarah, I'm pissed at Peter because I think it's disrespectful that he invited Schwartz after he knows what Schwartz did in Vegas. And Sarah's just like, yeah. And I was like, poor fucking Sarah.
I know Sarah barely knows this group and is getting the heat for Peter's goddamn birthday. And also, Peter does not care if Schwartz cheated on Katie. He's just hyped for a fun time in Vegas. Like, let's set our expectations here.
Peter doesn't care. B, Sarah cares. You.
Yeah, Sarah could care even less.
Sarah literally couldn't care. And now you're making her probably not like you by yelling at her about her boyfriend. She's just chilling, man. She's just here for a free birthday. But meanwhile, Schwartz finds out about bulldozers and he's pumped. He has to go on this guy's trip. Or it's not a guy's trip. It's a man's trip.
It's a celebration of life and bulldozers now.
So Kentucky and Jax show up. I know her name's Brittany. I love calling her Kentucky though. Ariana comes out in a unicorn outfit. Shay took a tequila shot. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Listen, it's just like Pride. He can't be sober because Sheena can't handle that, but he can't be drunk.
Yeah, he's got to walk that fine line, which we all have trouble doing even without addiction issues. So you're just going to do it all the time.
So good luck.
Brittany is totally fine with Jax going to Vegas. Mostly because she doesn't even live in LA. She probably doesn't care.
That's the thing. This is so early. She can't be the girl who says no. But Ariana and Katie are so far in that they are going to say fucking
Katie's
no.
like, it's been 6 years. I can do what I fucking want.
Yeah, you cheated on me on your last guy's trip. It's been 6 years and I still don't have a ring. It's a no from me.
Yeah, so that's rough. But Jax brings up Vegas to the Toms. Schwartz is literally like, I have no good reason to like tell Katie that I should go besides like bulldozers, I guess. And Sandoval's like, I'll talk to Ariana eventually. Like they're literally scheming at Ariana's birthday party.
Oh my God. And they're leaving so soon. You'd think that this is what annoys me the most about this is such a last minute trip that they couldn't even like put together a real plan.
Exactly. So other main things I noticed, Brittany and Jax literally full time making out in the pool. Super weird to watch. There's sumo blow up wrestling.
Have you ever done that?
No, but I've always wanted
so fun.
to. Oh my God. I think
it's really hard because you can't really like keep get laughing. Your arms. Yeah.
I think I just laughed the whole time. Peter asked where Lala is and Sheena says she's not invited because Ariana doesn't really know Lala that well. And even though now Sheena is like best friends with Lala, like she really likes Lala, but she can't convince her friends to like Lala, so she's not even involved.
Yeah, she can't really push her friendship on her friends yet. She's got to let it kind of catch up.
It's like fair, but also I was like, you didn't like Lala until like 5 minutes ago, girlfriend.
Yeah, Sheena needs a cool with the like we're BFFs now. But I also get like, this is a 30th birthday party. This isn't just like, hey, let's all go out to a bar. This is at somebody's like house. Yeah. It's a little bit different than a normal birthday party. And it's her 30th that if you don't know her, it's not that weird to not be invited.
Yeah. So Schwartz and Katie sit down and talk about Vegas. Schwartz is like, Bubba, I'm going to Vegas. And Katie starts crying. And he goes,
I don't know if this is real or fake, but I love this. If they're going to fucking pull this shit, you're going to pull the tears out.
Yeah, pull it out. And we just hear, Bubba, don't cry. Why are you crying? Because you just told her you're going to do something she doesn't want you to do because last time you did it, you cheated on her. What do you mean? Why is she crying?
He's like, it's going to be okay. And she's like, it just still hurts. Like what you did hurts me. And he's like, it's going to be okay though. And I'm like, dude, you can't promise those things. Last time. Yeah.
Katie also feels like she prioritizes this relationship and it's like the most important thing in her life, whereas Schwartz doesn't. prioritize it, and he doesn't really bend for the relationship. So that really like hurts her a lot.
And she says like, how far can I bend before I break? And I'm like, oh my God, Schwartz, this should be like sirens going off in your head. Like, fuck, I got to get this ring together soon. But no, he's like, don't break.
There will be minimal bending after this trip. It's like, I will. This is like, don't break the bending.
Just a little bending, and then we're gonna be good. You're gonna be straight for the rest of minimal
bending after I bulldoze
the year.
So Katie goes up to Ariana and is like, "Hey, I just talked to Schwartz. He's gonna go on the trip." And Ariana is still head-hearted. No, Schwartz is not, or Sandoval is not fucking going.
Sandoval has not given her any indication that he's going.
And so Katie's just like, if he does decide to go, we can do a sleepover because Ariana doesn't want to be alone. Like, and she's like, I get it. I don't want to be by myself either. Also, they're really drunk having this conversation, which just made it better. But Ariana says there's just a lot going on with her birthday. And then she starts crying and opens up about her dad. So her dad died 2 years ago. And she's really sad her dad's not here for her 30th because it's like a big milestone. And her and her dad were very close. And we find out later that he would call her every year and say the same like quote to her. And then also say it's the best day of his life. So now her birthday is associated now with like not having that person.
Yeah, she really sees his absence on her birthday, which it's so hard. Yeah. I can't imagine.
I can't either. And then with Tom also being her best friend, she needs that comfort and that companionship. And it like hurts her that Tom is choosing to go to Vegas. Though Katie does point
at this like, time. It's not about going to Vegas. It's about going at this moment, like these few days.
So Katie brings up a good point, which I understand both sides. I'm not trying to say like Ariana's wrong or anything, but Katie says like she didn't know why Ariana was really upset because Ariana is this strong personality who kind of holds things in. And now like Ariana should really tell Tom about what she feels.
Yeah, be honest.
Think differently about it. And Sheena comes over too because she sees Ariana crying, and they both tell her like you don't have to be strong all the time. And I felt really bad for Ariana. She got me. Anytime she talked about her dad, she got me crying a little bit.
She is like, she's the strong, cool girl that I think it's hard for her to even then open up because she doesn't want to be like the needy girl with Tom. Like they have such a great thing going. They are a great support system, but it doesn't ever get like super negative or super low. You know, she always seems to be the upbeat person. So to have that change, I think is hard. And then to even be not only having that change, but then asking for help with it is
hard.
Yeah.
Well, she may ask for help and then get the response she fucking got, which is where we go next after cake and silly string. So Sandoval asks Ariana to talk and they sit down. Ariana had so much fun. It's her best birthday yet. And this is where she does open up about her dad and she starts crying. I start crying. So intense. And Tom tries to comfort her and says with them, he's not going anywhere. He's always going to be here for her. But Peter said they're going to a construction yard and they're going to do bulldozers and they're going to crush shit. Which I was like, holy shit, dude, you took this?
Like, dude, not this conversation. Like, these do not even.
No, he was like, I love you so much. You're the light of my life. But I want to play construction. So you'll be the love of my life you. After.
I'm always here for you, but not tomorrow because I have to go move some dirt.
And the way he says it too, he's literally like, but Peter said we're going to bulldoze and stuff. And I was like oh my God.
I can't not go to that.
And Ariana literally, her face, because when he said like, with us, like, I'm always going to be here. You don't have to worry about me leaving. Her face like kind of lightened up and he was like, but bulldozing. And then she was like, her face just went like, are you fucking kidding me? Because she was even like, I can't explain anymore. I said it in English. I don't know how you want to understand it. Do what the fuck ever. Honestly,
she's like, go to Vegas. Like he's not going to get it. So like, why keep trying? Is she going to
waste her time? Yeah. Yep. So on your way to Vegas. So then we road trip to Vegas.
Okay. I have it for you. It takes 4.5 hours to get from Los Angeles to Vegas. Not that's terrible, a long time for but a lot day, though. For one day.
For one day, that's a lot. So we're on our 4.5 hour road trip. Sandoval says he was really back and forth about Vegas because he's obviously never given Ariana a reason not to trust him, but he understands he like maybe should have stayed. And this is where Jax is like, remember Miami girl, but that was more Kristen than Ariana. So Jax missed the mark again. It's fine. And Jax doesn't like that the girls are telling the boys what to do because it's like Sheena and Shay.
Which, okay, I get that. Like, I would not want to be in the Sheena and Shay end of the spectrum.
But there's valid reasons why they cannot go to Vegas.
Especially for Tom Schwartz.
Yeah, Tom Schwartz is shut up in this car.
Like, Ariana's isn't about Tom going to Vegas. It's just him not being home.
Yes. Schwartz, silent as can be.
You need to go put your ball and chain back on.
He's nervous to go to Vegas because he is stinking up the car with his nervous farts. This man knows he should not be on the road to Vegas right now.
He is nervous for having to tell Katie something when he gets home.
Yeah. So now we're at Sir. Faith and Lala are talking about the party, and Faith says she missed Lala, and then Katie and Ariana join. And Lisa comes by and asks how the birthday was, and this is where Lala, because Lisa looks at each of them and it's like, did you have fun at the birthday? Did you have fun at the birthday? Yeah. Gets to Lala, did you have fun at the birthday? And Lala's like, I wasn't invited. And this is where Ariana has to defend herself. I get both sides. I get it was like an intimate birthday party where you like don't want to invite everyone, but also I know what it's like to be left out and listen to like the cool people talk about.
But this is where I think Lisa gets a little too involved because it's not Lisa's right to tell her employees. Yeah. This is like when a teacher says that you have to invite every kid in the class. Now, if you're inviting 28 out of 30, yeah, you should, but everyone at Sir was invited.
Yeah. So Lisa then brings up how she can't believe that they let the Toms go to Vegas. You should control your men. And Ariana and Katie are both like, we can't be the girlfriends that tell our guys what to do. We just can't.
Well, I'm going to tell you what to do, but I can't force you to do something.
But instead, Lisa tells them because they're in Vegas, the girls should get out and have fun and teach those guys a lesson. Don't get mad, get even, and then get some.
Hell yeah, Lisa. Thank you for the best advice.
Cheat on them.
No, not that, but let's make them hella jealous that they're not back in LA.
So now we're in Vegas. We are here to play with bulldozers. They have to get breathalyzed because they're operating.
They're all a little stressed.
I don't know why. Peter literally drove 4.5 hours. Well, he should not be stressed.
Okay, Peter shouldn't be stressed. I thought for a minute, I was like, oh my God, were they drinking in the car?
No, I just thought it was funny how Peter's like, we may not pass, and they all blow zeros. And I was like, what do you mean? You're not.
Well, I've taken road trips where like we're drinking in the car as we go.
I have too, but they were
especially to Vegas. I think because you're going to this bulldozer thing, you're not doing it. But like on my way to Vegas, I'd be like, let's start pre-gaming. I'm shocked they all blew a .0
Yeah. But yeah, they have so much fun bulldozing. This is man stuff.
They moved some dirt. Somebody picked up a basketball. Yeah, somebody went over a mound of dirt. I loved it.
Dirt. They felt so manly after.
I thought this was so cool. I want to do this.
I do not want to do this. I'm going to Vegas in December and I will not be doing this.
It doesn't have to be Vegas. I just think like operating a large machine like this would be cool.
It just doesn't do anything for me.
Would you do it not in Vegas?
I don't know. I mean, if someone for their birthday was like, this is what I want to do, fine. But no one would convince me to go somewhere for like on a long road trip for no reason to do this. I'd be like, I don't know.
Okay, this wouldn't be the star of my show to go do.
No. This was the reason they all wanted to go to Vegas.
No, they were going for Vegas. This was an added benefit. They were just all very excited.
Ugh, whatever. So now we're at the Palms Casino in Vegas. We are drinking. We are gambling. They all love Vegas so fucking much. This is their favorite fucking place in the world. They're all fucking crazy. They're putting their fucking butts on everyone.
We're getting room service. We're drinking. We're doing it all.
Jakes puts his penis on the window and shakes it.
Hello, world.
Apparently, he goes, "You're welcome, America."
I was like, oh my God. This makes me wonder, how many children do you have running around?
Oh God. So basically they're just trying to make each other feel as uncomfortable as possible. They put their bare asses on Schwartz's face. And Sandoval, then they're all gonna go leave, but Sandoval stays back in the room to call Ariana really quick. We find out the girls are gonna go to Sheena's for a pajama party. And you know what? Sandoval is he's sick and tired of not kissing Ariana's stupid face.
I love this. I love this.
He said it. He's like, I'm sick and tired of not kissing your stupid face. And she's like, cute.
Oh, I miss you.
Yeah. And Ariana's okay now. She's learned that she has friends that she can rely on to like bring her up in her hard times. And it's not,
I think it's just the unknown of like, what is it going to be like without Tom here? I'm going to be so sad and alone. But because she not only told Tom, but told the girls too, they were able to rally around her and be there for her.
Yes. So now we're at Sir. Ariana and James have a nice conversation. James is the lone straggler of the boys because he was not invited to Vegas, which like, why would he be? Him and Peter aren't.
No, they're not that. He's not that close for this. Plus, who wants to drive 5 people in a car to Vegas?
No, especially if they don't really like one of them. Yeah. But James thinks it's just Jax because him and Jax are in this weird woman competition over Lala.
No, the other guys don't like, they're not as hateful about James, but they're not like pro James.
Yeah, no. And then James leaves and Lisa comes up and Ariana and Lisa talk about Ariana's father passing. And Lisa's very sympathetic. She understands why Ariana didn't want Tom to leave. But she also says like, Ariana needs to open up a little bit and it's okay to be vulnerable, which I think is a big thing for a lot of people is like, you're scared to be vulnerable. But I appreciate it. And it's scared
to have like, put everything into one person, everything into Tom. But like Lisa says, that's the wonderful part of being in a relationship is to like give somebody all your fears and let them show up for you.
So now we are at Sheena and Shay's apartment. It's all the girls and Jesse the server is here. So we don't need to worry about the boys. They need to worry about the girls.
Hell yeah. Let's play a sex question game.
Do you like receiving or giving oral sex, everyone? Sheena says receiving, duh. And Ariana prefers to give because it's awkward if she's receiving. She doesn't know what to do with her hands and stuff. And then she has to pretend to like it if it's not good.
I think girl and guy talk where like people are just honest it's so hilarious.
Refreshing. It's just so nice. Katie says, why don't we give and receive at the same time? But which that is my nightmare. I'd rather do anything like that personally.
But Sheena says like that's just kind of all talk because she thinks Katie and Tom are on the vacation plan where they only have sex when they're on vacation. Which I can see it. I mean, what is Tom deserve?
They've never had sex. They have no idea what it is anymore.
No, they do, but they've just been together for so long.
They don't have sex anymore. So then Sheena asks if she should invite Lala, which Faith is very pro Lala coming. The other girls are like, fine, it's fine. Let's include her.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Sheena fills up this giant wine glass and invites Lala over.
She's like, hold on, I thought whenever she was like, I need to get wine, or I need to fill this up. I thought she was going to try and be like, act as if it just started. Like, oh, I'm pouring a glass of wine now. Like, come over. No, she pulls like majority of this damn bottle and she already had so much in her glass.
Yeah, she's a hammer.
I don't get why you'd want to do that because then your wine gets warm.
Yeah, I agree because you're just holding it in this giant cup. Also,
not worth it.
Shay's there at some point, so he's just watching his wife get trashed on wine, and he's got to be sober. He's life sucks right now.
Nightmare. I mean, thank God other people are around. I bet though.
And he's just one of the girls. He's just one of the girls hanging.
Well, Sheena told him he has to be one of the girls, so he's one of the girls.
Also, did you notice that she's like, if any of the food starts getting low, let me know because I have to save some for Shay. I was like, Shay's here for the snacks.
I was like, girl, just pull it out now. Put a Tupperware container, throw it in the fridge. Why are we waiting until it's the very end?
Like Shay's stuffing his face. He's like, I'm one of the girls. Just saying it. But yeah, so Lala says she's gonna come. She sees that there's an olive branch. She's within walking distance, so she's gonna come. Yes. Meanwhile, in Vegas, the boys have arrived at the club. Peter tells a girl he's a Chippendales dancer.
Oh
Remember season 1 when he's sitting at Stassi's birthday and that woman was like, I know you're part of the act. And Peter's like, I'm not.
Yes.
That's all I thought about.
He learned from it. He decided he's going to own it when he's in Vegas.
And Peter says this is a real test if he doesn't cheat. That means this is meaningful, which I was like, Peter, you are not.
Yeah, he's like, because I could cheat. That's why it's meaningful. I'm like,
we all could fucking cheat if we wanted to whenever. Jesus.
Yeah.
Schwartz loves Vegas. He is having a time, but there's a little part of him that wouldn't have minded if the girls had come.
Oh, I like this. I like Schwartz.
I think mostly because he's hammered and Katie would take him back to the room because he needs to die.
That's the thing. I don't think Schwartz likes to keep up with the craziness of Jax, really. This is like, at a certain point, you're like, this is too much.
He's like laying on the couch, just like
he's
dying.
I wish my Bubba was here to get me home.
Yeah. Katie, help me. So back to Sheena's apartment. Lala's here. She feels like an olive branch was extended, so she's here. And Ariana, she starts describing some makeout scenario, and I don't know how it started, but it ended with Ariana and Katie kissing and Sheena taking a picture to send to their boyfriends, and it was a hot kiss. It was a good
there's a whole video, I think, of it too. They're just videotaping everything from here on out.
Yeah. All the girls are kissing. It's the best double standard in the world. Girls can kiss and it's not cheating.
Yep. The boys can't kiss any girls while they're in Vegas, but we can kiss all the girls while we're in LA.
Lala and Sheena have a full-on makeout. This is where we find out this is not Lala's first time making out with a girl because she is a girl's girl.
Oh yeah.
You know what we mean. And Faith literally mauls Lala down. I felt uncomfortable watching this.
Yes, this becomes a little bit this becomes weird when everybody is like standing up watching them make out on the ground.
Also, I didn't know
Shay's recording it
to be there. Yeah, Shay's the recorder. He literally recorded his own wife and Lala making out to send to other men.
I know. I'm like,
so funny.
Shay being here is weird now.
Shay's just here for the snacks. Remember, he's one of the girls.
Sheena probably was like, Shay, film, come on. Keep it rolling.
I know we have to be in it.
I know we have a whole camera crew here, but like, I need this.
Yeah. Also, where's Jesse? He's got to make out with us too.
No, he's a guy. We can't go that far.
But he's gay. He's been invited to girls' night.
That's more of a gray area than kissing girls is.
I don't know. So then in Vegas, the boys get the picture of Katie and Ariana, and it's like they've lived in LA for how long and done how many movies, and they've never seen girls kiss like that before.
It has probably ruined their night because they're all so turned on they cannot stop thinking about it.
Jax knew that this is what happens at girls' sleepovers. He fucking knew it.
Okay, this is what pisses me off. Is the one time it happens is guys are like, see, I knew this always happens. And it's like,
this has literally never been one of my sleepovers.
No.
It like doesn't the only time it would happen is to make boys jealous.
I've had it happen where but guys were there, like it wasn't a sleepover.
Yeah. I've had it with guys, but like all girls and someone's husband.
I've never had somebody and somebody's husband. I've never had this happen.
No. So to get back at the girls, they do a video of them kissing each other, which when the girls get
little pecks, it's like,
listen, when the boys got the videos of the girls kissing, they were like full on salivating. And then when the girls get the video of the boys kissing, they're just like, oh, what are they doing?
Guys don't realize like this isn't, you can't just do it back to us. This doesn't intrigue us.
I don't think it does the same thing it does for them. No. I don't mind
girls enjoy kissing girls more than the guys enjoyed kissing each other. And guys think it's hot.
Yeah, like I don't mind if you want to like kiss one of your friends to try and get back at me, fine, but it doesn't like make me jealous because I know you probably didn't enjoy any of it.
No, it makes me laugh because I knew you were probably uncomfortable.
Yeah. So they decide to leave and go home. Schwartz gets carried out of the club by Peter. Not Bubba, but Peter. So now the boys are back at the hotel. They have McDonald's. Fuck
Hell
yeah. They have to be back at SUR tomorrow, but they had a great time in Vegas. But the worst part is they can't get laid.
This is the first time Jax has not gotten laid in Vegas. He does a whole goddamn moment of silence. It's so weird.
It's the weirdest thing.
I can't believe it. Like, never. That just shows you what a man whore he is.
Also, he said, yeah, there was a lot of thoughts I had during this.
Yeah.
It was all just like, really, you can't go like one trip out of state without like banging some rando.
I mean, he literally got a girl pregnant.
He impregnated a woman. But what's harder than making out with girls, Meredith? Not making out with girls.
Oh, I was like, I don't know.
It was crazy drunk talk. But back at Sheena's apartment, Schwartz calls hammered. Bubba, I miss you. I'm drunk.
I know. I love how he announced, I'm drunk. And she's like, I couldn't even tell you look so sober.
Got it. And then Sandoval's there and Ariana's like, look at the cute little outfit I'm wearing. And he's just like, again, salivating. Just like, oh. And they're like, okay, bye. So who had more fun? The girls. So then
they didn't have to drive 4.5 hours.
And they didn't have to look nice.
True.
They're really pajama party.
Check.
So now back in Vegas, Sandoval wants to go gamble. They only have one night. We should go out.
We made it this far. We haven't ruined our lives. We still need to do it.
Guys, let's ruin everything and go get some girls to bang. Haha, jokes. But they do leave the room, to which I was like, this.
Well, they're going to gamble, they say.
We don't know. We'll
Who
find
knows
out
if
next time.
Another rumor is going to start after this guy's trip.
We'll find out next time. So next time on Vanderpump Rules, I forgot the name of the show for a second. Sandoval is missing in Vegas. Schwartz did something stupid. Jax is flirting with Lala, and James comes in and straight on like starts making out with her. Jax and Kristen hang out. We may be planning a girls' trip, and Katie wants Kristen to come, but Sandoval does not. Which, if this is a girls' trip, Sandoval, you have no say.
Yeah.
Or whatever. What do I know? So yeah, that is where we are at right now. It was an episode.
Who you want to accept and block?
I do. I know blocked.
Okay, why don't you do blocked?
Okay. I want to block Tom Sandoval. I just think it was kind of bullshit that he did that to Ariana. Yep. I understand it's a guy's trip, and I understand Ariana was choosing not to be vulnerable with anyone but Tom, but she asked him, fully broke down, and he still had a moment in this conversation to say, but bulldozers. And I was over it.
The entire first half of the episode, it's like he's trying to con her into being so happy to like soften the blow. That's the part that pisses me off the most.
I was over it. Yeah. So yeah, who do you want to block?
Well, Sandoval was definitely a high one on my list. I had somebody else, but I've changed my thought process during this episode. I'm going for Jax. I mean, he's such a douche. He is so in for this guy's trip, and he's so back and forth. This carries from the other episodes of him being so back and forth with Brittany.
Yeah.
That he just like has zero respect for her. The fact that he had to have a moment of silence for not getting laid in Vegas
for his penis
really what gave me the block for him.
Yeah, well, goodbye. Who are we gonna accept? I think I know. I think I have mine.
Okay.
I think I want to accept Ariana.
Mine's Ariana too.
Okay, great. She learned to be vulnerable. She had a kick-ass 30th birthday party. She got to make out with some girls. She made her boyfriend jealous.
She kind of got stronger bonds with like Katie because she was vulnerable with her.
Yeah.
And she was able to cry during her birthday party and then go and have a good time again.
Good for her. And she still looked good doing it.
She threw such a fun party.
Yeah. Loved her. Loved her.
Not accept someone on their birthday.
This was a fun fucking episode.
I know. She was 30, flirty, and thriving.
Oh my God, she was. I literally can't believe Kristen wasn't in this episode.
I am flabbergasted.
I'm shook that I didn't know that.
I'm so happy. I feel like this just is kind of like what heaven is like.
Like no one to just super anger you. I mean, yeah, even though the boys were kind of dicks, I wasn't like super angry. I was just like frustrated.
This is the drama I like, where it's kind of natural drama where they're going to go do things and it's not always what everybody wants. And so there's like natural drama instead of just somebody screaming at someone.
Exactly. But that is the episode. I actually don't remember the next episode we're about to watch.
I'm telling you, I don't remember this season. So I am watching it kind of with some fresh eyes. I think I have amnesia about this season. I know I watched it because I know everything that happens.
I know, but I don't remember it. I'm
loving it though. It's really bringing some joy to my life.
I don't remember this girls' trip we're talking about.
Neither do I
remember any of it.
Me neither, but I can't wait.
I do think I know what the stupid thing Schwartz does is, but I'm not sure. I also don't remember Sandoval fucking missing. I
have no idea.
Listen, this is not a spoiler because he's alive and well now, so he's not dead. But I don't know where.
I wonder if he woke up early and got them coffee or something. I wonder if it's really not that dramatic.
Oh my God, he got bagels for everyone.
Dude, what a dream. Now I want a bagel.
Oh, I love it. Okay, well, that was our show.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to join our Patreon. Follow us on Instagram. I got to get back on my game. I've been really bad about it. Posting other things. I know. But yeah, and then join our Facebook group. We sometimes post in there. So yeah, we will see. But I think that's the end of this episode. Thanks for listening.
Come join our post show. See you next time.